What is up, everybody? Jaco here today, bringing back another YouTube video. I'm actually on my way to the gym, and it's 4:44 here in Texas. Texas. So I'm making this video. I'm going to the gym at this time because I took my family out to this event where we got to see farm animals and we went on different rides and stuff of that nature. I come home to a not great surprise. I actually leave my 3 dogs in my laundry room, which is a nice size, and then I leave Buster in a crate because he tends to urinate on things now as a territorial situation. And I don't like the dogs laying on the floor, so I want to give them blankets, and the dogs can never have blankets because Buster tends to urinate on these blankets. So not only that, it's quicker for me to just put him in his own crate. So I come back to a Bila blow up surprise. Very unfortunate. When I came home, I was very tired, exhausted. I didn't eat anything besides breakfast, and it was about 2 o'clock, a little after 2, and I ate breakfast at like 7 o'clock. So I could have ate something at the place, but I didn't want fried food, so I tried to eat good. But my kids ate, my fiance ate, my baby had her bottle. So I come back to a Bila explosion. She took towels and stuff and tried to cover it up. It was on my floor, it was on the walls, and it was just unfortunate. It smelled awful, and it was a lot to clean up. So that's not the main point of this video. The point is that I went early to this event and I couldn't go. It's still not the point of the video. I couldn't go to the gym, and I said, okay, I'm gonna go now. I normally don't like going at this time, but I want to get it in because Easter Sunday, I have plans to spend the day or the evening, late afternoon, evening, at my uncle's house celebrating Easter. I'm going too fast. So that's that. So now I'm going to the gym, and the gym takes me about 10 to 12 minutes to get to, so I like and enjoy making these YouTube videos. I think it's great lighting, nice and easy to make. I have my phone on this this suction, and I can focus on the road without looking at the camera or myself, so that's very easy to do. So this video is more about the pros and cons of the home that I purchased in Texas. Now, I know a lot of people are like, why did you move again? Blah, blah, blah. That's a discussion for a whole nother video. The point of this is the pros and cons of my new house and the new area that I'm in. I'm going to start with the cons and then go to the pros, or I could do a little bit each way. I say the number, and this is in no specific order. Some people are going to say which number 1, what's number 2, etc., etc. So, what's funny though? I've never seen a GV70 in this since I've been here yet, surprisingly. So number 1 has to be no impact windows. And usually impact windows you have for areas that have hurricanes, right? They protect you from hurricanes and your glass breaking. However, here we have a dual pane window, which is obviously more than a single pane window, but it's a dual pane window. Now, impact glass not only reduces the temperature of the sun coming into your home, which it helps very much so, protects you from hurricanes, and reduces outside sounds. Sorry, that's my water bottle. Very important. So I do miss that on my last house. I missed it on my house before, and now I no longer have that. So I do hear a lot of what's going on the outside. Another con is the fact that I have backdoor neighbors, and they're more of a louder type that like to be outside and have gatherings, even though their backyard is very, very small. Mine's not the biggest either, but it's very loud. And luckily my dogs got accustomed and don't bark at them anymore, which is good. But I don't really like backyard neighbors. Now, there's other options where you could be on a lake, but there's walk past around here everywhere. So people be walking by with their dogs anyways, and you don't have a solid fence, and my dogs would see their dogs and people would see into my backyard. So that's kind of a trade-off, right? Another con is an uncompleted home. I purchased a brand new house, but it's nowhere near perfect. Tons of little things here and there. Warranty requests all the time. Now, they are very prompt with the warranty requests, so if I say something's wrong, they come out very easy and quickly, but they make excuses for a lot of things. And not only that, this is this is my third new house, and they make excuse, like this one is the first one that ever said we don't do touch-ups, we don't do caulking, we don't do this. Those are regular maintenance. It's not included in the warranty. And I'm like, oh crap, I'm not used to that. I'm used to it being covered. So that is unfortunate, but there's a lot of things that, like, I had a switch in my master, that one switch controlled 5 other things, and if that switch wasn't up, the other 5 things wouldn't work. So a lot of little things like that. And not only that, there's the baseboard work, there's a lot of bad looking work, doors that have like cuts on the bottom of it. So if you're buying a brand new house and you think it's perfect, it's far from perfect. And honestly, there's a lot of things like in a used house that the people already got kinks like out of. Like they already dealt with those issues and fixed them, hopefully. So another con to my home is not having curtains or fans in every room. So the blinds and stuff, I have to put up myself. I have to get blinds, and I have an area with a 20-foot ceiling, and then my master in the peak has a 15-foot ceiling. So that's not fun. And then certain rooms didn't have ceiling fans. The only rooms that had ceiling fans was my movie room and my living room. So I put a big ceiling fan in my office, but it doesn't come with it. Now, keep in mind, I did buy a spec home. If I bought the home and built it myself, I could have had them added. Obviously, it's an extra charge, but at least it would have been there when I moved. So those are the cons that I can think of. If I have any, my last con, let me add this up, sorry. My last con is that my community is so huge that it takes about 2.5 miles to get out of my community. So that is a con for me. However, everything is right outside my community. But my community speed limit is 35 miles an hour, and you're not allowed to go 1 mile per hour over because they will pull you over. They don't joke around here. My fiance got already pulled over for going like 10 miles over. So if you're going 35 miles an hour and you have to go 2 miles, that's going to take that 2.5 miles. That's going to take you almost 5 minutes. And not only that, there's stop signs. So it's probably like 7 minutes because you got to fully stop. There's no half stops at stop sign. You got to fully stop. So those are the cons. Now let's switch it up. Let's go to the pros. I know it sounds like a lot of complaining. Pros. I was able to get the polished porcelain tile floors that I desperately wanted in one of my homes. I've owned so many houses and I've wanted it for so long, and I finally got it. However, they weren't done right. But I still love them, despite like them being you can see everything on it. Fur, dirt, everything. But since they're polished porcelain, they're very easy to clean dirt off of it. What are these people doing? Very easy to clean dirt off of it, which is very nice. So that's that. Another pro is that my home is a lot bigger. Not like it's a little bit bigger than my biggest house, but it's bigger. And I have 3,550 square feet to work with. 4 bedrooms. I really wanted a 5th bedroom, but that option to add the bedroom, I couldn't do it because it was a spec home. And so that's that. So I have 4 bedrooms, a movie room, a giant office / game room for myself, and a game room for my kids. So that's nice. And 4.5 bathrooms when we only had 2 before. So I have a very large home. Oh, I have another con. Damn, I forgot. So those are some of the pros. Another pro, are you crossing? Another pro is that I have super high ceilings. Actually, I have another con. I have super high ceilings downstairs, 11 in the regular areas, double high ceilings in the living and the front entry of 20 feet, master's 15 feet, and then outside patios 19. So those are all pros because I love high ceilings. Back to the two other cons. Another con is upstairs has like 6.5-foot door frames, and then the ceilings not in the peak areas are like 8 feet. The bathrooms are like 8 feet, but the main areas are 10 feet. But that's that. And then the other con, wow, I like completely zoned out. I know I was talking about something before, but there's definitely another con. I just got to figure out what it is. So let's go back to the pros, and if I figure it out, I'll let y'all know. I'm just backing in. I just got to my gym, so I don't want to be too long. I want to finish this video up. Oh yeah, the other con was taxes. The taxes in my community are 3.4% of my purchase price. 3.4%. My taxes per month is the same of my mortgage, including my principal, my interest, my HOA, my everything. Everything besides my taxes is the same as that. That's crazy. Crazy expensive taxes, but it's supposed to be really good schools, really great community, and that's what matters to me. I don't mind paying whatever I pay a month for everything, as long as my kids are in a good school and they're in a safe environment. That is very important to me as a father. So that's that. Now back to the pros. Another pro is, again, good schools, great area to raise children and stuff like that. So that is another pro. Another con was relocating from Florida to Texas. That was not easy, but I don't know if that's a con. I mean, it is and isn't. I mean, we don't really have beaches here. So, and then we also have to deal with the cold winters and the freezing temperatures and possible pipes bursting. These are all cons to deal with. And I heard that Galveston Beach is not even pretty. So that is a con. We are away from beaches. We have to we relocated, but it is what it is. So thank you guys so much for watching. There's so many more pros. I mean, there is. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. But I'm Jake. Thanks for watching. Heading into the gym right now. Can't be here all day. So hope you guys all take care. God bless, guys. Be sure to subscribe and like this video.